that for us in your southern accent. Sorry.
The country school bully. Let me tell you about the bully that was in our country school. He was smart, he seemed to think, and everybody else a fool. He just made us do his bidding, towed his dinner down the road. We all did the things he told us because he had us buffaloed. He would pick on some new fella when he got him out of sight. Then he made us boys all hold him so he wouldn't have to fight. He'd cuss and holler, turn me loose, then whisper beneath his breath, "Now hold me, boys, because I have to get this new boy scared to death." Then little Charlie came along, was new in school that day, a humble sort of fella, one with nothing much to say. He was bashful there that morning. I could imagine how he felt. He was wearing threadbare breeches, held up by a rawhide belt. His blue shirt was torn and faded, and his hair, it wasn't cut, had a rising on one finger and a stone bruise on his foot. He was freckle-faced and lanky, bushy-haired, was fiery red. He just sauntered over beside me, and I tell you what he said. "Did you ever go to some place and where everybody there was a staring and a wondering who you was and what you aired? I'm a feeling kind of lonesome, and I'd like so much to be a friend of yourn, if you don't mind, to be a friend of me." "Get him out," the bully ordered. "Take him over by the bluff. I want to see what kind of metal this here Charlie's made out of." "Hello, Charlie," said the leader. "Let's all go around the bend." Charlie's face began to light up because he thought he'd found a friend. When we all got out of hearing, Bully started to abuse, making fun of Charlie's clothing, asking why he had no shoes. "Ha ha, look at them patches. See the blue ones where they are? Them there big uns on his setter looks like headlights on a car." Charlie straightened up his shoulders, thought he'd laugh his way on through. He just swallowed kind of hard like, tried to smile but couldn't do. As I watched the little fella, I could tell that he was hurt, chin a-quivering as he looked at his bare toes move in the dirt. "Don't be laughing at my britches. I'm ashamed they're all I got. We don't have the things that you have, but we don't complain a lot." "I'm going to whoop you," said the bully, and he furthermore allowed that he's going to beat the stuffing out of him before the crowd. "I'm a stranger here amongst you, and I wouldn't do what's right. I ain't a courting of no trouble, and I sure don't want to fight. If the things that I've been saying hurt your feelings in some way, I apologize and beg your pardon. Mama taught me that way." Then the bully started laughing, and he cut him to the core. "You are yellow, that's your trouble. I've seen your kind before." "This here thing's against my religion," Charlie said with all my heart. "I don't want to have no trouble, didn't want to from the start. I'm a-thinking of my mama, who would be disappointed if she knew that I was fighting. It would hurt her, don't you see? Then the Bible plainly tells us that's no way for us to live. If we get along together, it's a game of give and take." But the bully kept a raving, called him names that made us sore, names that he had never dared to call the fellas heretofore. Charlie said, "Now, I ain't a-liking these here words I hear you say. It's not that I'm such a coward that I'm acting this away." Then the fighting words were spoken. Bully sneered and set his jaw. "You got feathers on your legs and ain't no gravel in your crawl." We were holding off the bully, making out that he was bad, pretending if we didn't hold him, he would kill the other lad. We had all agreed together, but the bully didn't know that we planned today to loose him about the time he's rearing so. He was lunging in and saying, "Let me go, I'll cook his goose." Then we all just took the signal, gave a push, and turned him loose. We just pushed him right straight forward, and I know he wondered why. He looked scared, but little Charlie stood and didn't bat an eye. Like a flash, that little feller, quicker than you ever saw, threw a left jab to the stomach and right across his jaw. Came up with a big haymaker. He had brought it from the ground, hit the bully in the belly, and we saw him slumping down. He was kicking and squirming, and his guys all gathered round, heard the new boy humbly saying, "I won't hit him while he's down." When we all went home that evening, Bully toted his on the books. Girls all know that something happened. They could tell it by our looks. We don't mind him any longer, for there's one thing that we know. When he jumped on little Charlie, Charlie killed his buffalo. I can't laugh when you're mistreating other folks, I'll tell you why. I just can't see no fun in it if it hurts the other guy. You can mistreat other people, but you won't get very far until someone will call your bluff and show you up for what you are.
Amen.